All right, guys, welcome back to RockCrawlinJeeps. We just want to say thank you so much for helping us hit 1,000 subscribers. I know to some that may not seem like a lot, but in the land of YouTube, that has been an astronomical task for us. And thank you to each and every one of you, and thank you to our sponsors and companies that have worked with us and helped us along the way. We are so grateful to have hit that milestone, and now we want 2,000. So go tell everybody you know. Keep subscribing. We need more people. We just want to keep producing more content. We want to build rad stuff. We want to do more projects. Some of you may have noticed we're standing in a different building than you've ever seen. This is actually the shop behind my house. So we eventually want to cut in a garage door and make this a real shop. We'll ditch the wood floors. We'll put in a 2-post lift, and this will be RockCrawlinJeeps like build HQ. This is where we want to do everything. But back to what we did last week. We had an 8274 completely torn down. We finally got this plate off. We actually had to go rent a puller to get the thing off. There was just, it's not that it's very difficult to remove, it's just that it had rust and grime and gunk, and it's a very tight tolerance. So the more we pulled up, the more that gunk bound up. So just kind of like pulling a pitman arm, we kind of loaded the puller, tapped it with a hammer, loaded the puller, tapped it with a hammer, and eventually came right off. No problem, no damage, no issues. So we've gotten it all pulled apart. We've soaked everything. Dylan scrubbed everything.
It's still a work in progress. I still need to do the case, but you can see right here, this is what I've already cleaned up. The mineral spirits and a wire brush, and that's what I'm shooting for. Like you can see here, there's a little bit of surface gunk, but overall, it's gonna sit inside the case and it's gonna work just fine.
Yeah, that stuff sits in a bath of oil, so it's not a huge concern to just have a little bit of surface corrosion that's been cleaned off. It's not left, it's just marked the metal. We don't wanna get super abrasive with it. It's gonna function just fine. So we've gotten all this cleaned up. We did get some new replacement parts. Dylan went ahead and ordered this. It is not an Albright. It is just an old style solenoid pack, but it will get the job done just the same. Not a huge deal. New remote, new everything. So for right now, this project is essentially on hold until after Christmas. We'll come back, we'll clean up some parts a little bit more, we'll paint them, and then that's gonna go right back together. Man, I love these big tires. So I'm standing in front of some 39 1350 17-inch BFGs for my 1-ton ZJ, and every time I walk past these things I get a little more anxious to finish that project, so I cannot wait to put these to work. That said, we've got a whole pile of parts over here, so never mind the fact that there's some duplicate stuff over here, but Yukon Zip air lockers front and rear, Revolution gears and install kits with 538s, and a full gambit of R-Tech goodies. So this is an R-Tech front high pinion 60 Super Duty truss. This is an R-Tech rear 10.5 truss. We're there. I actually upgraded my welder this week. We've now got a 220 volt miller, so we're not gonna have any problem burning these things home and getting them set up on those axles as soon as we finish getting those brackets cleared off. It's kind of been one delay after another. I currently have a project vehicle stuck on my trailer that we're pulling another set of 1-tons out of. That's where we don't learn. But so once that's gone and we can kind of get to those axles a little bit more, we'll get those cleaned up. I'd like to have this thing back on its wheels no later than the end of February. I wanted to make King of the Hammers with it this year, and somebody put a post on social media the other day and was like, yeah, we're 45 days away. And I'm like, oh God, what have I done? I don't think that that's realistic with work and family and holidays to get that done.
I'm shooting for Easter Jeep Safari.
We will be at Easter Jeep Safari. We're going again. If you want to wheel with us, let us know. If you're a company and you're doing a guided trail run and you want us to come with you, again, let us know. We're running Warren, we're running BFG, we're on race lines, Yukons, Revolutions, R-Tech. If any of you guys are running trail runs, we'd love to come join you. The other cool thing, we haven't really talked about this much, check these out. So the ZJ is getting some fresh seats courtesy of our homies at NRG. So these are their new off-road seats. We've seen them in some side-by-side stuff. I got really curious about putting them in the Jeep because they kind of match the interior. So they were kind enough to send a set over, and we're going to install these in the Jeep, and we're going to see how well they work. I'm very excited for this. My old seats are kind of torn up a little bit, so I can't wait to put these things in there and see what they do. But that said, guys, we're pretty well there for today. We wanted to do more, but it's really just not feasible. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Just tell everybody you know to come follow our channel, watch for more great content, and we'll see y'all next time.